Hello everybody, welcome back. This is your English teacher Alex. Today is April 28th of 2020. As you can see we are on page 92 of your student book, which is Unit 7, Lesson E, Writing. Once again, we're on page 92, which is Unit 7, Lesson E, Writing. So this is part 1 of today's video, which focuses about writing. More specifically, we're going to practice writing a text about grocery shopping, since this Unit 7 is about grocery shopping, okay? So in order to do that, we're going to do the exercises starting from page 92 to page 93. Uh, let's begin. So exercise 1, before you write, A, talk with a partner, ask and answer a few questions. Question number 1, when do you go shopping? When do you go shopping? My answer would be I usually go shopping on Wednesday afternoon. So I'm going to type this up right here. I usually go shopping on Wednesday afternoon. So this would be my answer. And here it is important to notice, since the question is it using the word when, it means that for my answer I would need to include information about time that I go shopping. And we learned that in Unit 6, um, in order to discuss daily activities with time, we have to use something called propositions of time. And here, I use the word on as a proposition of time to explain that I go shopping on Wednesday afternoon. Okay, so let's do question number 2. What are the names of some supermarkets in your neighborhood? Oh, this is very easy. So my answer would be the names of some supermarkets in my neighborhood are Publix and Kroger. And I'm going to type that up. The name of some supermarkets in my neighborhood are Publix and Kroger. So the question for this question starts with the word what. So we just have to give them the names. And in order to answer that, we can just use a question itself and just rephrase a couple words, and then we can easily answer the question. So here I used, as you can see, hold on. Oh, that's not what I want, sorry. So I used the exact same phrase, the names of some supermarkets, and the only thing I changed was yours. I changed it yours to my to answer the question. And I just listed the names after that. So names of some supermarkets in my neighborhood are Publix and Kroger. Simple enough, huh? And then the last question, number 3. What do you usually buy at the supermarket? Okay, my answer would be I usually buy a bag of coffee and a carton of juice. So at the supermarket. So let me type that up. Here we go. I usually buy a bag of coffee and a carton of juice. I'm gonna say orange juice at the supermarket. I usually buy a bag of coffee and a carton of orange juice at the supermarket. So here you need to realize or know that the coffee and the word orange juice is a non-count noun. It means they're not countable. But in order to measure them, or like we can't, so it means that we can't say one coffee, two coffee, or three coffees. Okay? They're not countable. So in order to measure them, we need to use a phrase such as here for coffee, I say a bag of coffee, right? So it's one bag of coffee and a carton of orange juice. So one carton of orange juice. So we need to use phrases such as bag or carton in order to kind of measure the non-count nouns. And I hope you remember that, which we learned in the previous video. Okay, so now we're going to do exercise 1B. Read the text, make a shopping list. Oh, okay. So this is the usual format, or not format, sorry. Um, this is how a text would look like in our smartphone. So I'm gonna read this. Mom, please stop at Save More on your way home. I'm making spaghetti for dinner. There is cheese in the refrigerator. There are 2 peppers next to the stove, but there aren't any onions. Please get 2. I also need 4 carrots, 6 tomatoes, a carton of milk, and a package of ground meat. Thanks. So, uh, a shopping list here. This is a shopping list. So, it's something we're going to list the items that we need to buy at the shopping or supermarket. Okay. So based on this reading, we can. So I'm gonna type here. So. Oh, so we need first we need here it says there there are 2 peppers and next to the stove, but there aren't any onions. Please get 2. So first we need 2 onions. 2 onions. Next we need, and it says I also need 4 carrots, 6 tomatoes, a carton of milk, and a package of ground meat. So 4 carrots, 6 tomatoes, 1 carton of milk, and finally 1 package of ground meat. So this is what Katie's mom's shopping list would look like. 2 onions, 4 carrots, 6 tomatoes, 1 carton of milk, and finally 1 package of ground meat based on her text, okay? And then if you see this as Save More, so they're going to, or Kate is asking her mom to go to the supermarket called Save More. Um, the reason is she's making spaghetti for dinner, and she had some ingredients at home, and there are some ingredients that she doesn't have. So that's why she's asking her mom to go to the store or supermarket to get these ingredients right here. Okay. Now we're going to exercise 1C. Right. Look at the picture. What is she buying? Write the words. Okay. So let's see. So I see apple, bread, banana, orange juice, coffee, carrot, and water. But so there are both count nouns and non-count nouns, and then we need to be pretty specific um, to to what she's buying. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. So here we see apple, but she said 6 apples. So this is bread. So what do we have to say for this one? We have to say, write this down. So number one, 6 apples. Number two, we say 1 loaf of bread. Okay, bread is a non-count noun. Okay, so in order to measure, or we have to use a phrase such as 1 loaf. I mean loaf of bread. Number three is coffee, but we can say, so we can say 1 bag of coffee. Number four is carrot, and there are 7 carrots, but they're in some kind of a package or a bag. So I can say 1 bag of carrots. And number five is this, and is water. And if we say in more detail, it would be 3 bottles of water. 3 bottles of water. 6 is orange juice, so 1 carton of orange juice. And number 7, and we have I don't know how many they are. Let's see. I can count them, but we can generally say bananas because they're plural right now. So bananas. So question number 1, 6 apples. I mean, not question number 1. Sorry. Number 1, 6 apples. Number 2, 1 loaf of bread. Number 3, 1 bag of coffee. Number 4, 1 bag of carrots. So if you actually counted the carrots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you could have said 7 carrots, but since they're packaged into 1 bag, we can just say 1 bag of carrots. But if you said 7 carrots, it's not wrong, okay? Number 5 is 3 bottles of water. Number 6, 1 carton of orange juice. Number 7, also you can count these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there are 7 bananas, but we can just say bananas, okay? Because it's not, as long as it's not uh, we differentiate between having one and more than one, I think that's fine. So um, one sec. I'm trying to get rid of this. Oh, yeah, okay. So now we're done with page 92. Let's go to page 93. Go. Okay, let's go. So here, exercise 1D, correct the text, add commas. So, does everyone remember when we need to put comma? So there are two occasions, and one is to put comma, as it says in right here. It says put a comma after each item when there is a list of 3 or more items. So, example, please buy 5 oranges, comma, 2 apples, comma, and a peach. So here, this, when you're listing something and there are more than 3 or more items, you need to put a comma. And another thing, another reason or another occasion where you put comma uh, is to signal the reader to put a pause when you read something. So let's try to put commas here for this text. I'm just gonna read it first together, or we can read it together. Repeat after me. Hi, Roberto. I'm making a dinner tonight, but I need a few more groceries. I need a package of water. Oh, sorry. I need a package of meat, an onion, a green pepper, 3 tomatoes, and a bag of rice. I also need a carton of milk, 2 bottles of apple juice, 6 cans of soda, and a carton of orange juice. Oh, and one more thing, a dozen eggs. Thanks. See you tonight. So I don't know if you could hear the difference, but uh, so this sentence right here. So if there was no comma, this is how I would read it. Oh, and one more thing, a dozen eggs. But because there's a comma, I do a little bit of pause when I read. Oh, and one more thing, a dozen eggs. Can you kind of see the difference? So let's put commas, okay? So if you commas looks like this. This is how comma looks. So hi Roberto. This pause. I'm making a dinner tonight, but I need a few more groceries. I need a package of meat, comma, because here is um, Iris is just listing items. An onion, a green pepper, 3 tomatoes, and a bag of rice. So there are more than 3 items, so we have to use commas to show to list them. And here, I also need a carton of milk, 2 bottles of apple juice. Milk and apple juice are two different things, so comma, 2 bottles of apple juice, comma, 6 cans of soda, comma, and a carton of orange juice. Oh, and one more thing, a dozen eggs. Thanks, see you tonight. So this is where you would add commas. So so when you're trying to greet someone, you definitely would need to put a comma. So hi Robert. Oh, sorry. Hi Roberto. Okay. And then when you're listing things, you need if it's more than 3 items, then you need to list you need to use commas. So now here, exercise 2, write a text asking someone to go shopping for you. Okay, we can do that. So we just learned how to list things, and we read the information on about shopping list, right? So I think we're more than prepared to write a simple uh, text to ask someone to go to shopping for. So to so I'm gonna say, uh, hi, Dan. Hi, Dan. Can you get some groceries? for me. I need a lettuce, tomatoes, and 3 carrots. I need rice, beans, and a package of meat. I also need 2 bags of what do we need? Sugar and a bottle of soda. Thanks a lot. So this is how I would text to, I don't know, my friend to uh, ask to do some grocery shopping for me. So I said, "Hi Dan, can you get some groceries for me? I need a lettuce, tomatoes, and 3 carrots. I need rice, beans, and a package of meat. I also need 2 bags of sugar and a bottle of soda. Thanks a lot." Um, do you see anything? Do you notice anything wrong with this sentences that are just made? So if you did notice, you can see that for certain items, I did mention about how many I need or how much. So here I said I need a lettuce, so that's 1, but I didn't say anything about how many tomatoes I need. But I would have to say that because I mentioned about 3, I need 3 carrots. So I can say I need 4 tomatoes and 3 carrots. Same thing for here, the next sentence. Rice, beans are non-count counted nouns. So I can say I need, so this is another way. I need 4 pounds of rice, 3 cans of beans, and a package of meat. So I need to give them a measurement of how much I need. Okay. And then I said I also need 2 bags of sugar and a bottle of soda. There's nothing wrong with that because I'm very I give them how much of measurement I need of sugar or the unit for the soda. So and then because I'm asking for a favor, I'm asking my friend to buy it for me. I'm just gonna say thanks a lot. And then I think that's how I would write a text when to ask someone to shop for me, grocery shop for me. Okay. Now I hope you can make your own and compare to mine and see the differences. And let's see. Last one. I feel like okay. I don't think we need to do exercise 3. This is something that we actually need a partner for. But this is it for part 1 video. Thanks for joining, and that's it.